Hi guys, now we are going to discuss about packages in Java. So this is very important concept. So let's quickly see a demo video of packages in Java. So I just have a simple file in my folder, that is demo.java. So there is nothing here, just there is function class called demo, and we have a function or a method, that is main function, where all the execution starts. Now what I want to do is I want to create a package. So package is nothing but a folder. How you organize, how you create, and how you store the data, information and code in a folders, that is known as packages. So now so now I will show simple implementation of the packages so that you can understand very well. So for that purpose I will create a new folder here called college. So inside this college folder I will create two files, that is teacher.java, student.java. So after creating these two files, now first of all we will create some code. So inside the student, normally how you declare a class, like public. So actually in this fashion you will declare a class and class name. Class is student, so I will declare student. You will open the brackets and inside this you will write something. So I will declare here string name, and if you want roll number you can take that as integer. So I took two variables. After that I will create a function called display or something, display students or something, your wish. So after creating like the display student, inside this display student you can simply print all the details of the student. So now inside you what you want to print. So first of all you want to print the name of the student, so simply append the name variable. And after that you also, suppose if you want to see the student roll number, you can also print that, like the text that you want to see in the terminal and the variable that you want to print, that is roll number. So after you doing these two printing statements, next I will use this code only, control C, and I will come to teacher. So here also I need to create something, so I will paste this one. So I will replace here with the teacher, and the teacher will also have some name, and teacher will be having a subject. I hope you this is not integer, it's also a string basically. So yeah, this is the simple syntax. So in the system.println I will be going to print in the terminal, that is name, and here I will be going to printing the subject. So not the roll number, here also subject. So this is the simple syntax. I did not do anything much more than up to you what you know. So I simply created I created a folder. Inside that I created two files, student.java, teacher.java. In the student.java I created a class. So I took two integer variables in that I am printing here. In the teacher class also I created a class of teacher and I printed that. So now what is meant by package? Suppose I want to create a college. This folder is there. I said all the things in the folders are known as packages in Java. So if I want to create a package of this college, so that I can use this college package in demo. So simply you need not to do anything, just come here on the top. So first go to student, because this is first file. So after going here you can simply say package. So simply say package and the folder name. The folder name or whatever the name you want. So copy this and paste in the teacher as well. So now yeah, you can see. Yeah, now you understood, I think. If suppose it is showing some error, you can simply reload, control shift P, you can press that, it will be going to open the settings. So in the settings you can simply type window reload, so that it will be going to erase the warnings or the errors. Because in my laptop whenever I created like this, it is showing errors. So no need to worry, if you go to student, it is not going to show any error now. So in the demo, so if you come, how can you create a object? Suppose if you come here in the student class, we have a method display student. So we can simply create an object of student. How you will create that? Suppose I will say student1. So new keyword you need to use, and you need to mention student. So this is the way. Suppose if you want to declare for teacher as well, you need to declare in this fashion. So this is the way I will say T1 here for a teacher one. So this is the way that how you declare an objects for the classes. So you declared successfully the objects, but it is showing error. Why it is showing error? Because you have created a package of the college. So basically now college is a package. So you are trying to use in the demo, if I come to demo, you are trying to use whatever the classes that you have made in the student and teacher. So directly you cannot access that because those are another files, another folder as well. So for that purpose the packages are useful. For that purpose only I initiated package college on the top. So you can simply come to our main file demo.java. On the top you can simply say import. So what is the file name? College. So keep a dot. After that what you need to you want to import here. So I want to import student.java. So simply mention student. So you also want to import the teacher. So import simply teacher. That's it. Blender. So I just said and I did not mention to put public here. So if you did not put public here, how can I access that in another file, that too in another folder as well? So that is very important reason that you need to compulsory put public. So I just demonstrated an error correction. So this is the way that you need to identify the errors and you need to solve by yourself. So I created object successfully. Now I want to assign some values to the student. So I can simply say for the student I want to assign. So s1 dot I have name. So I will simply say some in the string. So after that you will be going to say s1 dot roll number. Yeah. So as this is the integer, you can simply mention 1. So you can see as I mentioned correct also it is showing some error. So why it is showing error I will say, and just come here down and you can simply call the function display student. So it will be going to print all the things in the terminal, because if you see we have mentioned display student here. So here also I will change, this is not display student, this is display teacher. Okay, if you come again to the demo, so if I use to teacher t1 dot name, so you can also have the teacher subject, you can also mention in the strings, that is suppose say science. So you can see as I have mentioned correct also, but it is showing error. Let me fix that, but before that I will call the display teacher function. So you can see it is perfect code. I have just created a student file and I wrote some functions and teacher code, and I just had some function to display all the things about stuff about teacher. So in the demo I have imported the teacher and all, and I created object of teacher and student, and finally I am assigning values and calling the display function. I am assigning values and calling the teacher function. Suppose if you showing error to you also, control shift P, and you can simply say window reload. So you can simply ignore that and you can simply control shift P and you can reload the window, it will go. Now control backtick to open the terminal. So in my Java folder I have currently there. So suppose you want to check something. So it is showing some error. Okay, let me run that first so that I can fix some what is the error. So I will say Java and file name. What is the file name? Demo.java. So if you run that, so clearly after compiling and running, it says a perfect example. So that perfect error, so that you can understand very clearly. With the errors only you need to learn, so that's why I made an error so that you can understand. So what's the error? I will explain now. So it's saying cannot be accessed from outside the package because it's not public. You can see not public variable. So you understood the error. Come to here. So simply mention this name as public. See, from the errors only you need to learn. So that's why I'm saying make some error, make you hand dirty and learn in Java. So come to teacher as well, make the string name subject as public. Because if those are not public, how can you access them in another folder, another file also? Now if you run, so I will make here clean, and now if I run, boom, you can see the name Charan, roll number 1, that is and you can see the details of the teacher and the subject of the teacher. So this is the simplest quickest way that how you can create a package of college. Means you can create your wish, that is your wish. You can create a package of a calculator, so you can create a package of a laptop, all the parts. In that package you can have how many files, how many folders, inside subfolders also is possible. Suppose if I say inside the college, I can say another folder, not file, another folder. Suppose I say working staff, working. So inside the college I have working staff, not teachers and students, and in spite of that, So there is a thing called working. In this we will be going to place the working staff, like mess staff is there, like gardening staff is there, like electrician is there. These and all subclasses will be there. Suppose I created another file here. So you can have multiple files and multiple folders, folder by folder. You can have multiple structures as well. That is your wish. You can create a complex structure also. So if you create a complex, like you are creating working, and inside the working you are creating some cleaning. So you have created a new file cleaning.java. So if you wrote some code in the cleaning.java, how you can access the code in the cleaning.java? So simply you can come here. How can you so in the cleaning this only, how can you do that? So I will say package, so college dot working. So what is meant by this? So what is meant by this? Wait, I will reload and show. Yeah, after reloading it is perfectly working. If you are in your laptop also it is error means, you can simply reload, control shift P and reload, window reload. It will be going to work perfectly fine. So as you are seeing, I am in the college folder. Inside the college folder, inside this college folder I have working. So inside that I am going to declare some method. Basically this cleaning.java, you can see this cleaning.java belongs to this package. This package. Suppose if you want to import the clean.java in your demo.java, how you can import? Just simply come here, say import college dot. So college dot, you see it is not showing recommendations because inside that you are going to say working. Inside the working you are going to say another thing, that is cleaning. So this is the wait, I will reload. So this is the way how you declare and how you import the packages. So you can simply see here, it is simply see college first folder, working the next folder, cleaning is the current file that you are requiring or current file that you are importing. So this and all stuff is okay for me. Now I have doubt that, so if you see in the, so I will close this working folder. Inside this college folder you have students, teachers also. So instead of importing college, students, college, teachers separately, if you want to import all the files, student, teacher, suppose you have another 100 files, all of them you are importing manually. So that's a bad way. So you can have a simple trick. So you can put asterisk. So what is meant by this asterisk? So this asterisk mean, so I will remove. So because we are not having this. So this asterisk means importing all the files. So all the files, not all the folders. So you can see we are also having working folder, but it will not import folder. It will not import working folder. You can only import this student, teacher, because it will only import the files. I hope this all makes some sense now. Now I will remove this stuff and I will remove these imports as well. Yeah, the import has been automatically gone. Now I will show a simple stuff so that this understanding will be much more clear, so that you can understand. So if you see clearly over here, I have mentioned something in the comments, that is java.lang. This is very important package. So our favorite message, that is system.out.println. In this I said system is a class. So every class belongs to a package. I will repeat, every class belongs to an package. So here system is also a class. So it belongs to a package called Java. So basically Java is a folder. Inside the folder we have another folder called lang. So from the lang folder we are importing the system. Then you might get it out. So there is no import statement over on the top. Then how we are importing directly the system class? So basically this java.lang is inbuilt imported in your Java. So you need not to import manually. So string is there. String is one of the java.lang. So basically that means what you are importing like that. So I will say simply, so import java.lang.star. So indirectly you are importing this statement, and see with this statement you can use string. So that is the reason string is also a, so I will show it. If I declare a string, suppose I say name, so you can see if you hover over that, it will show java.lang. So with this what you can confirm, Java, the string is also a class that belongs to java.lang. But never we imported that, because it is automatically importing without explicitly mentioning this. Also, it is importing the string. Here you can see the string it is importing, system importing, math it is importing. So what you need to manually import? So you need to manually import, like util folder you need to manually import from Java. So how do you know what folders are there? So if you click dot, so these are under all the folders that in the Java folder subfolders these are. So you have bees folder, AWT, applet, lang, math. So there are so many folders. So if you go inside this utils folder, you will get so many functions. So these are the classes that are all there inside the utils folder. So I hope this makes now sense. Java folder, inside this util folder, inside that you have many methods, you can access that. So I hope you understood. So why I am specially mentioning this utils folder, because inside that we can get scanner, array list, hash map. So this array list and hash map are very important in the DSA. So we will see in the upcoming video about this array list and hash map as well. So don't worry about that. So java.io, java.sql. So these are some examples of the imports that that are very necessary to our projects. And not only that, sometimes you can also see the packages like com dot google, not google, it's just example I am saying. Sometimes you can see packages like com.dev.com, or not com, already we have it. So sometimes you can see like this kind of packages. So what is meant by this? Inside this com folder you have a Google folder. Inside this Google folder you are importing the dev. So this is the way how you import the functions, classes and all things. So why it is somewhat weird syntax, means weird kind of import this file folder structure, because so there are some open source projects in the internet. So to make the name unique, they will be going to keep the domain name first, like com, and after that they are going to instantiate the company name, and finally the name of the function. So with this syntax, so that we can able to identify which domain it belongs to, for which company it belongs to, what the function we want. So in the Spring Boot applications and all major applications, we are going to follow, or we are going to import this kind of syntaxes that you are going to see. So that's the reason first I am saying about this syntax. So from the first onwards I am saying how to take input from the user. That's very important. So now I will show how to take input from the user, and that we are going to print in the terminal. So now I am going to remove this one. So basically now you can see, so for taking the input from the user, suppose if you see we need to have a package that is utils. Now only I said. So scanner means whatever, if you want to print something in the terminal, you need to have a class that is known as scanner. So this is the scanner that I am saying. It is coming from the package called java.util. Now only I mentioned. So in that we have a class called scanner. You can scroll down and you can see if you hover that. So what this scanner will do, basically if you insert some variable like sc, we are saying new scanner system.in. So what is meant by this statement? So this statement meant that we are going to take some input from the user, and that we are going to have in sc. So the type is string. Now first up, after that statement we are going to ask from the user, enter the username. So after that we are going, with the help of this sc variable, we are going to have the next line function, so that it can take the name from the user and it will store in the name, and it will be of type string. And finally we are printing that name in the terminal with the hello. So now let's run and see it is working or not. So I just compile and run. It is asking username with the help of just this system.in. So we have already seen about system. This is a package. So this belongs to java.lang. Okay, this is auto imported, but util is we need to import. So I will provide the name. So you can see it is printing hello and name. So that's what we want. It is printing hello and name. So that is the main important of the packages. So this scanner is a inbuilt class, or inbuilt class that is built by Java, so that we can use directly. So not only this, we have array list or collections. We have many DSA. In the DSA we have many more things, multiple collections, hash map, set. These and all things are means these are already made in Java. Just we need to import and use them. So those and all things we will see in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned. So I hope you understood about this scanner as well. Scanner is nothing but initialize this with something, and you can have some text in the terminal, and you can take from with the help of this next line, and you can print in the terminal. So thanks for watching up to now.